Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today recapping our loss against the the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday Night Football. And honestly, I was not even going to do this recap, at least not tonight. It's late. It's not a lot to talk about, but then Matt Nagy had to bench Trubisky, and you know that everybody's going to want to talk about it, so I had to jump on. But overall, this is what we've been seeing all year. This is what I've talked about all year. I don't see anything different. One thing I will say is that I can't really quantify this, so I'm not going to debate with anyone on it. But for me personally, I felt like we had a little more fight in us. A little bit overall. Like, I feel like the lights came on and we wanted to go. We could have easily crumbled against the Rams, even though they're not as good as they were last year, even though they're not fully healthy. We could have easily crumbled because they got more talent than what we've been showing. But we definitely we were scrappy, and that's what I expect. At the end of the day, as I've said before, I think we're a competitive team, and we had some calls go our way. We had some good play by the defense to set the offense up, even though we didn't take advantage of it. And that's just been the story of the season. I mean, there's times where the defense hasn't held up, but overall, they're still very competitive. But tonight, we saw the defense be on, the much better side and really not only hold up, but definitely put our offense in good positions. And as usual, the offense did not deliver for a number of reasons. And I'm sure we'll break those down. And I'm more interested in breaking those down than like recapping what I saw, because it's just the same story every week. And so while the scoreboard will say that we were closer than what we were, it just kind of reinforces this idea that the offense is a little bit broken and that it's a shared blame. As I said before, it's not Trubisky alone, it's a number of things. But with that being said, we did see Chase Daniel come in at the end of the game, where you would think that we could have had a chance to still try to make a play. And so, 2-score game, had to be a quick score and try to get the ball back. But still, you feel like a chance. So really, there's going to be a lot of people making talk about this decision to bring Chase in. And so what it really falls down to is two things in my eyes, as I think everybody else will agree. Either Matt Nagy was, not defeated, but he was throwing in the towel and saying, I don't want to get our quarterback hurt because we lost this game. Or he was saying that I don't believe Trubisky gives us a chance to win this game. Now, for me, when you're talking about, a 2-minute drill for 2 scores, it's not a stretch to think that I'm just, throwing in the towel. To say, I believe Chase is going to ride in off the bench and, make a miraculous comeback. I don't think he was thinking that, and I don't think any rational person would think that. So, I guess there's a third option of maybe Trubisky had an injury we didn't know about. But you saw the video if you watched the game. There was Matt Nagy talking to Trubisky during a commercial break. It seemed very emotional. And so it's interesting. I'm curious to see what the Bears are going to say about it. I'm curious what they're going to do about it, because, of course, they can say one thing tonight, but what their actions are going to speak a lot more. So it'll be interesting. But to me, if you were like, hey, we're pulling the plug on Trubisky, he's not working, why would you do it at the very end of the game? That doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know that it's that. I honestly believe it was just, Nagy saying, okay, we're not going to win this one. Let's not get our quarterback hurt, which is an indictment on him as well, but not big as the indictment on Trubisky if they said, hey, let's just take him out because we don't believe we can win. So we'll see what they say. We'll see what they do. But that's what it comes down to. Defensively, again, in context, they didn't have two of their starting receivers. And so it wasn't exactly the Rams offense we faced last year. But we showed we could play with them last year. And, we're missing Akeem Hicks. So, people are going to go back and forth about that. But whatever. I think the defense played well. And definitely getting turnovers. Definitely, for whatever reason, Goff is a little shook. But Khalil Mack didn't show up like Aaron Donald showed up. So, for whatever reason, we just got Jared Goff's number. But outside of that, I still, want to see us do a little bit better. But it's hard to do that when the offense is just repeatedly not giving you anything. And again, I don't want to hear about being tired. But I will talk about, not having momentum. And that's a very real thing in sports. So, yeah, kind of short and sweet to the point. We'll get to the video after this, but that's my thoughts on it. So go down in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about the game. Share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.